Here we go. Got some onion and carrot and some venison and butter. I love butter. That's why I don't think I could ever be a vegetarian, or vegan, because I really love butter and I love cheese. Cheese tastes amazing. What I would rather do, because I think the reason why all the vegans and all the vegetarians want to be is because of the treatment of the animals. And they see that and they think as soon as they see it, it makes them feel very upset, and then that's why they become vegan or vegetarian. But what if instead of doing that, instead of seeing that and then becoming upset, what if instead we created a world where the animals were not treated that way and we could still eat them? That's what I want to do. I want to create a world where all the animals are not treated the way that they're treated now, and we could still eat them, where they're more happy. And I think we could do it if we think outside the box. Because we have a box, right? You have a box. And that's where the whole world is now. We're all in this box. But unless we go outside the box and think outside the box, we're never going to solve the world problems. If we think we're going to stand inside the box and we're going to solve the world problems, that's impossible. You have to think outside the box, right? So you get outside, and then you think. When you think outside the box, you think, there is how many houses and how many neighborhoods in the world, houses and neighborhoods in the world that are growing grass. All these houses and all these neighborhoods, they're all growing grass. And then we take all of the animals and we put them in this little tiny space, while all the people in all the houses and all the neighborhoods are spending money to mow their grass and wasting fuel and wasting time, right? Because instead of letting all the animals be on all the grass, we just want humans to be on the grass, and we want all the animals to be in a little tiny space where they don't even see the sun, some of them. That, to me, that's the box. We've got to get outside the box if we're going to solve anything. That's why sometimes eating this other meat, like venison or kangaroo, or even other alternative meats, is technically more sustainable for the world, because at least those animals are not suffering. Kangaroo are not living inside of a tiny box, you know what I mean? Kangaroos are not living in a little box, and deer, wild deer, they're not in a little box. So it's like, if we get outside the box, then life will be better for us. That's what I think. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I'm sorry if I sounded that way. I truly want to make the world a better place. I don't want to condemn anyone. I can still eat meat right now. I can go get a steak from the store and I can eat it. And I can grill the most beautiful steak ever, and I can eat it with no guilt. I don't have any guilt in eating that steak or that beef or that pork. If I chose to eat pork, I wouldn't have any guilt in eating it. There's no guilt. I'm not condemning anyone. The world is the way it is. It doesn't matter how it got this way. What matters is what we're going to do to fix it. That's what I'm trying to say. If that makes sense. So, that's going to take a while to cook. Thanks for joining me.
show you the venison.
I just did one side. It's pretty thick, so I think that, oh, that opens. That's what's going on here. That's why it's not, there's a whole piece there. Okay, there we go. Need to put some seasoning on it. Not too shabby.